Now, from the University of Okoboji, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee.
Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful, it's going to be a great weekend here in the Iowa Great Lakes, and make it even greater for myself. I've got Bob Kirschbaum here with us from the Pearson Lakes Art Center. Always a treat to talk to you, my friend.
Oh, it's a pleasure to come over, and we have so many exciting things to talk about. That even makes it better.
Even better. We like it that way, don't we?
Absolutely.
Well, you know, something, and I just think this is so interesting. You know, you think about the different aspects of art. You think of clay, and you think of paint, and you think of performing. And I just think, and you've got that great kitchen down there in the Pomerantz, and you have culinary arts that go on there. Tell me about it.
Well, I tell you what, it's really exciting with what we're doing with the culinary arts. And this was a vision a few years ago. One of our board members, Morris Cottle, had the idea. He says, we should expand, and get into the culinary arts as well. And so we, as a board and director, we worked with that and came up with a generous donor. And of course, now we do have a beautiful kitchen.
You really do.
In fact, it'd make a great sports bar because we have the 4 big screen TVs,
Isn't it perfect?
and the camp. But we're not going to get in competition with the local bars. But it is a fabulous kitchen.
Yeah.
It's a teaching kitchen or a demonstration kitchen. And so we've been expanding in increasing the amount of opportunities we offer now. And we're really excited about what we have coming up here after Christmas. And
Well, and as I look at some of the things you got coming up here, and I think, last night, I think you had sake wines of Japan.
Yes.
And here you are, a chance to kind of expand your world a little bit. And
exactly. One thing I am really excited about to piggyback off that, 2 things. One, recently we did a SWOT analysis trying to compare ourselves with other venues around the state.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't find anybody, so then we tried to do it to compare ourselves with other entities across the nation. With us offering visual arts, performing arts, education, and the culinary arts, we couldn't find anybody to compare ourselves to. So, we're really excited about that.
That says a lot about our Pearson Lakes Art Center, doesn't it? Right here in smack dab of Little Dickinson County.
It is just amazing, and we have our forefathers and the people who made this happen to thank. The one thing, I had a full-time job, though, before we added this kitchen.
Right.
So I have been the executive director and the culinary arts director. But we're to the point now that we are going to bring in a person who's going to be our culinary arts director now. So I can relinquish those duties. And so I hope to make an announcement here yet this month who that person will be. And
I know Suzanne has done a lot of your classes and so forth. And she's wonderful. Yeah.
Well, then maybe now's a good time to talk about different opportunities people have to come, for classes. Of course, Chef Suzanne's, she's been there for the longest tenure, and it's almost like a religion for those people. Yeah. They love coming to Chef Suzanne. Yeah. It's luncheon with instruction, and that's monthly.
Right.
One of our new offerings coming up, this is kind of a tongue twister, Kathy Crickett's cooking classes for kids. And
I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
We'd be here 10 minutes for me to pronounce
that. Forgot what I was going to say there. But anyway, she's concentrating on foods from around the world.
Yeah.
And each month it'll be a different country. They will do an art activity and a cooking activity for those certain countries that she's chosen. So it'll be a great opportunity for kids. Now, it will be kid-friendly food,
Right.
So the kids are going to love the food. And chance for them to expand their horizons a little bit too. Of course, you mentioned already, monthly we do wine class.
Yes.
With Jennifer Tritle from Okoboji Wines. So each month it's different wines they try out. We have some food there with that, and again, great turnout for that.
Yeah.
our charcuterie classes with Amy will be back again.
Oh, yeah.
After the
And
holidays.
those are huge, aren't they?
Oh, they really go over well. And the one thing that's really neat with our venue, we have 2 different cameras, high quality cameras. We again, generous donors. The Pearsons really helped. Perry Pearson helped us out, and so we have great quality cameras. So you can be setting back 15, 20 feet away from Amy making those intricate cuts, to make everything look pretty and that. And we can zoom in on that, and you can see almost better up on the big screen TV than you could if you were standing 2 or 3 feet away from her.
It's like having all those cooks on the Food Network right there in the kitchen of the Art Center, because you got that same visual opportunity where overhead camera, and you can look in where they're stirring and chopping and all that stuff, and see them put it together.
Exactly. Well, and you mentioned the Food Channel in that. We were fortunate this last summer, and he's going to be coming back. We had Juan Kim from Kimski's out of Chicago, Korean chef, and he had been on Cutthroat Kitchens a couple times and some other shows. And he just loved our facility, and he's so excited about coming back.
Oh, good.
And so he'll be coming back probably this summer.
Okay.
And then each month we're going to try to do something special. So, like for instance, in February, we have Round Lake Winery coming over to do a food and wine pairing. I think it's the day after Valentine's Day. So, guys, if you screw up and you don't get your honey out for Valentine's Day, come the next day, and won't even have to be an afterthought.
And she'll be thrilled.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll be out of the doghouse.
Yes. And they're going to really do some exotic food with that. And then in March, we're doing Chef Suzanne and Okoboji Wines. And Okoboji Wines is bringing in a guru person from a winery out in California that they work with. And again, food and wine pairing. It'll be a 5-course meal.
Yeah.
And then in April, the Cup and Saucer in Sherburne, Minnesota. They are just outstanding.
Okay.
And they're going to be coming, and they'll be the group we highlight in April. And then now with the people, I've been so excited, the people I've been interviewing for the culinary arts position, they have so many ideas. So we're going to really be expanding some of our opportunities for kids in that as well. Some of the other things we're looking at, West Old Beer. We love working with West Old Beer, we're looking at having some opportunities to bring the younger people in, like West Old Beer, and so food and beer.
Yeah.
Working with a distillery to whiskey tasting and food.
That is huge.
And because we want to get the young people in the door. The one thing we have found with the culinary arts that's just amazing, we will have people come to our culinary arts that have never been to the Art Center before.
I can believe that.
But they're really interested in the food.
Yeah.
Well, once we get them inside the door, we've got them. I mean, they come in, they go, wow, we've driven by this place, never knew what it was. And, now, the one thing I got to take the opportunity, the best way to find out about everything we do is to become a member. Exactly. Because you get first crack on everything. And a lot of our classes, a lot of our performances, there's only so many spaces.
And savings to boot when
Absolutely.
You're a member. Yes.
So, like, for instance, if you become a member, family membership is only $75.
Yeah.
So if you come to 2 performances and bring a couple with you, you get $10 off each ticket. You are $5 ahead after 2 shows, bringing a couple with you by being a member.
Yes.
And and after the first of the year, we start advertising, all our shows.
Yeah.
Members first, the first week of each show.
Yeah.
So you get the best seats. You get all that information up front. And we did that with our performing arts. Well, this next year now, we're going to do that with our education classes as well, and culinary classes.
Yeah.
Members get first crack at these opportunities.
There was a credit card company years ago that always said membership has its benefits.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
And it's very true right there at the Art Center.
Yeah, but we're making it definitely worthwhile.
Yeah.
Some people have really been instrumental in helping us with the culinary arts. we love working with crafties. You know, Crafty's mate. He and Juan Kim became best buddies, and but they help us out with the food and that. But West O'Bear's been great to work with. Gary and Jolene Cook, a couple people that have really good sponsors of the Art Center.
Right.
But they love the culinary arts, and they're very supportive of, and sponsor some of the programs and several other people too numerous to mention.
Yeah. But thank goodness they're there, and it comes together for just a wonderful learning opportunity at the Art Center.
Absolutely. And a couple things I just need to mention real quick
Please
here
do.
while I have the floor.
Have the floor.
We have a couple Christmas concerts coming up here shortly. On the 12th, we have favorites Dave, Damon, and Ryan performing, and that night we will have open house during the day and in the evening, so you can come and get some Christmas treats and everything as well. And then I believe it's the 21st, we have an Okoboji Christmas with some of the local favorites, Tyler Peterson, Jessica Schabel, Terry Klein, to mention a few.
Oh, yeah.
So we're really helping promote those local people. For $20, you can't afford to stay home.
That's exactly right.
And come on, get in the Christmas spirit, and and then a couple of Christmas gifts that you should have on there. First of all, buy somebody a membership to the Art Center, but something that we're really excited about. I think I said that a few times in this interview. That a few years ago, one of our board members and one of our directors went on a trip with Bev Pearson. And Bev was talking about, how they came across all the art and that we have in the Russian gallery. And,
sure.
And when she came back, she said, we need to capture this. So the board and us, we worked together, and we decided we're going to have a history book put together, the Pearson Lakes Art Center. Jonathan Reed, local.
Yeah, there you go.
Author here.
You could be in better hands
writer.
there. Yep.
So we got a hold of Jonathan, and we thought we need to get all these memories captured. Well, it turned out to be a fabulous idea because Jonathan went to work right away. It was right before COVID.
Yeah.
But he was able to get a lot of interviews in of those people that were here, not when this art center started, but back when it was a little red barn,
right.
And even before the red barn, there was a shed that some local ladies. So the Pearsons are very instrumental in the building we have now and that. Yeah. But the history goes back long before the Pearsons, and Jonathan was able to get that captured. Thank goodness we started when we did, because some of those people that were so knowledgeable about the history have passed since we started.
And that's the problem when you don't get it written down, recorded or something. Those stories, maybe secondhand you can convey some of it, but it's never as good as right from the source that lived through it.
Exactly. So the book is written, it's ready to go to print, and hopefully by the Christmas shows, we will have the books there. Oh. We're going to have a couple special nights that Jonathan will be at the Pearson Lakes Art Center to autograph the books, and it's going to be one of those coffee table books.
Yeah.
They were able to find a lot of old pictures. It's hardcover. It's going to be just a beautiful book to lay on your coffee table at home. And
be one of those coffee table books that everybody's thumbing through,
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it is the community's art center.
Yeah.
And it is a history that was able to be captured of this community.
Yeah.
And, and we are all so blessed.
Yes.
To be here in the Okoboji area, and it was a great time to be in leadership. And, all the different entities, the park, the nature center, the Y. I mean, the list goes on and on, how we all work together.
Yes.
And we're creating memories for a lifetime.
Yes, we are.
Recently, I had the opportunity, I won't mention his name, to run into a celebrity, so to speak, that has been instrumental in helping in a lot of ways up here. And we had a little talk, and he says, the things you do aren't just for today. They affect generations to come.
Yeah.
And, we need to remember that as we're doing all these things. It isn't just for us. It's for our kids, our grandkids, and generations to come.
Just like the things they did here generations ago that got handed down, and we get to enjoy the memories and make them, and then our children do as well, and grandchildren, and it's a great gift to give.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Well, the website, of course, is lakesart.org.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find out all the information there. But besides the culinary classes, I've got 2 great Christmas ideas. One is the book by Jonathan Reed, and of course, give somebody a membership, family membership to the Pearson Lakes Art Center. And boy, 2024 is pretty much in the bag.
Amen. Amen. And again, it's your art center. Come and enjoy. And of course, we're there 12 months a year.
Yeah.
And we're free.
Yes.
So, and of course, this last year, we talked about the dream of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, the next dream came true this year, too, with our kids' interactive gallery, ArtSmart.
Yes.
And what a great place over the holidays when you get, leading up to the holidays or on weekends.
Yeah.
Grandkids come home, come over to the Art Center, bring the grandkids over. You can sit back, relax, have a cup of coffee, and let the kids play.
Yeah.
In fact, we have our grandkids home, and they're coming over today to play while I'm working for a while.
Oh, such wonderful things, and so blessed we are to have an art center of this caliber, right? Like I say, in Little Dickinson County, you can go to Minneapolis, Chicago. You're not going to find anything like it. And that's right here in our back, so it is yours.
Yeah.
And enjoy. So, my friend, thank you for coming in and letting us know what's going on at the Art Center. Always a pleasure to have Bob Kirschbaum here with us from the Pearson Lakes Art Center. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the little warmer temperatures here the first part of November. We thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you in part by the Scott Troutman State Farm Agency in Spirit Lake, Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. The headquarters of the University of Okoboji is at the Three Sons, open Monday through Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday from 10 to 4. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Ruthven Locker at the Lake, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji.